This is my rejoinder to the statement issued by the innocent IM last week, which you were so much critical about my statement. We met at the Mohawk Song table tennis tournament remark, and therefore I have to keep this a rejoinder. Let me read out my statement first. The name is Imkong L. Imchen, 74 years old, son of late Longri Samuel Imchen, born 15 June 1950, graduated from Koima College and post-graduation New Shillong. If I post down to my memory lane, I freshly remember my village Mamatong going to our respective Chamlet farm in 1955, being chiseled by the Assam police. Again in 1956, we came back to our village, only to be grouped with Longkong village. That is a village grouping. In 1957, however, my father decided that our family will not go to Longkong. Instead, we went to Changkal and established our camp there. When our camp was attacked by the Indian Army, we were saved by the mighty hand of God. After that, in 1958, my father and my elder brother stayed back in the jungle, and my mother took us to Longkam village. Even though we were there, we were kept in a separate concentration camp within Longkam village. Only in later part of 1958, we were sent back to the Mamadong village. During 1957 and 58, my village, Mamadong, was turned into a hot battle zone between the Indian Naga army and the Indian army. Such incidents are still afresh in my mind till today, and it shall always be linger in my mind till I go down to the grave. My father was always exhibited the counterfoil of 1951 NNC plebiscite, being the village volunteer, and later on he was appointed as the treasurer of Ombongon Range Volunteers, and a staunch supporter of Izat Bizo and Imkong Maran leadership of NNC, and never compromised for the flame of Naga nationalism, for its independence, even though he is no more today. In 1951, the plebiscite was started from my village, Mamatong, within our country. With all these fresh memories, I was roaming on the street of Nagaland, and the infamous Shillong Accord came about in 1975, followed by its annexure. We were so agitated in a grave, suffocating ourselves about the treachery committed by our own Naga leaders. Somewhere in 1978, we came across a joint statement, joint leader, issued by Sri Isakchi Shisho and Vice President NNC, and Sri Teach Moiba, General Secretary NNC from Lhasa. Later on, they established the NSCN by issuing its manifesto, manifested their own vision for the Nagas. I was personally and psychologically relieved so much that we, the Nagas, have a hope. The ceasefire agreement between the government of India and the NSN was entered in 1997. Later on, political talks between the two entities started in 2015. The framework agreement between the government of India and the NSN IM was signed to the delight of the Naga people. Now, after signing the framework agreement, it is now about 8 years, and yet no satisfactory message is coming out of the Naga peoples, out to the Naga people as a whole till date. The The people of Nagaland are demanding that the Naga political issue should come to a reasonable conclusion. As a people's representative since 2003 and Nagaland Legislative Assembly, I am also alive and concerned about the opinion expressed by the general Naga public. It is feel imperative on my part to reflect the Naga public opinion in public domain. I feel nothing wrong for openly expressing their opinion through my mouth. I am fully aware of the intellectual and concerned city sections as well as the general public of Nagaland are also having the same opinion but restraining themselves out of the fear of gun culture prevailing in the state. Yes, I do admit that I have shifted political parties from MPF to NTV to PGB, owing to the demand of my people, and therefore I feel nothing wrong in it. I am also aware that the innocent IM was not in support of my candidature from 28 Koridang Assembly constituency during the last several elections, for which I have no complaint, since the reason best known to them to go against me in my election. I wonder as to why the innocent IM is so much against my joining the BJP party in 2023. In fact, I resigned from the membership of the 13th Nagaland Legislative Assembly on January 2023. Let the innocent IM go against the BJP, which will not affect my mind to review my decision of joining BJP. As a matter of fact, it is the BJP party who has taken the bold decision to sign the framework agreement under the leadership of Sri Narendra Modi ji, the Prime Minister of India, and Sri Rajnath Singh ji as the Home Minister, and Sri Arun Ravi as the Governor of Nagaland, as an interlocutor of the Government of India. I have stated that innocent IM on numerous occasions expressed their complaint in public domain about the attitude towards the Government of India. However, the Government of India has not stated any negative opinion in regard to the framework agreement. And therefore, I reaffirm my statement of Mokokchong on 23rd October 23 as to why such complaints should come in public domain, while they themselves are officially engaged in this sensitive talk. The Naga political issue is a common Naga agenda, passed in 1951 plebiscite under the leadership of A.Z. Bizo, which is officially taken cognizant even by the Government of India. Some of the Naga tribes may not have taken part in the Naga plebiscite in 1951, and yet Nagas have struggled together under the plebiscite slogan. The darkest moment of the Naga political history can be considered from 1955 to 1963. This cannot be just wished away by any individual or organization, but should be accepted as a factual of Naga political struggle. Therefore, Nagas are the real stakeholders, including the 60 MLAs of Nagaland Legislative Assembly and also the government servants, along with the Naga public in general. Besides, the several resolutions passed in the Nagaland Legislative Assembly under the leadership of different chief ministers. It is not the individual owned property, but of the Nagas. The sacrifices of Naga people are still fresh in the mind of the Naga people. I have come across the darkest period from 1955 to 63 and beyond till date. I feel nothing wrong expressing my opinion about Naga political issue as expressed by many of my colleagues, ministers, legislators, it is legislators, okay, etc., in different capacities on different occasions. Above all, the Naga public intellectual and concerned citizens have been expressing through various medias and different platforms about their anxieties and also the conduct of the Naga political negotiation. In this way, I comment my statement to the wisdom of the Nagas as a whole. I am not interested to conduct a running argument in this regard with anybody or organization, though I don't restrain them from expressing their opinion in any platform. Anyway, to me it is like this. Commonwealth of India till today they have not gone against the framework agreement, officially or whatever, in any of the forums or platforms. But innocent I am, they are being part of the framework agreement, and they are also owner of the framework agreement. The way they express their opinion against the negotiation, against the conduct of the negotiation, or style of the conduct of the negotiation. To me, this is not the way to conduct negotiation. Therefore, I feel that this should be corrected. Using, I cannot see for sure, but evidently yes. As a stakeholder on this Naga political issue, why should I be a stakeholder? That question comes first. Why should I be a stakeholder? Because I am also one of the member of the 60 MLAs, Nagaland Legislative Assembly. We were elected by the people. We have the mandate of the people, and therefore our expression reflect the opinion of the mandate. That is one. Number two, in any negotiation, when there is a stalemate, both the parties should try to explore other options. My philosophy of negotiation is we should adopt a flexible position and conduct the negotiation so that it will come in a better harmonious manner, satisfying both the parties, both the conflicting parties. In other words, it should be in a manner that is called both the rivals, both the players emerge as winner. I don't see that Naga political issue should be a winner-takes-all situation. We have to compromise in some of the agendas. You should have accommodation in your mind as to how this conflict, this question should give a proper and befitting answer. But instead of explore acceptable solution, acceptable situation or settlement, apparently they are more argumentative than a discussion. That is why Naga people are not happy the way they are conducting the negotiation. That's why I have expressed my opinion in public platform. Actually, negotiations started from 1997 itself. I am counting only from the date of the signing of the agreement, framework agreement. If we count back from the ceasefire agreement, it will be around 26 years. And how many rounds of negotiation they have taken so far? maybe 100 rounds, maybe more than that. Even after that also nothing is coming out. That is why Naga people are agitated. The society wanted to grow. Society wanted to grow. It is a natural process. And one should not erase it. The public can no longer bear the burden of this negotiation any longer. That's why, as a people's elected representative, I have to express this. That is my reply. Out of the fear of gun culture, people are not coming out to the street, but very soon it will come out to the street. As openly stated by our Honorable Home Minister Sri Amit Shahji and many other Government of India officials, and also even in Nagaland Legislative Assembly, the position of the Government of India that they are not going to concede to the demand for flag and constitution. If that is the rigid position being taken by the Government of India, then Naga people should opt for other option. There should be enough avenues to accommodate all these divergent opinions so that a workable solution can be emerged instead of eating years after years in years. That is our complaint. The weed negotiation conducting is not wise. That is the basic. We were discussing all this thing when I was in the core committee. When I was in the core committee, we have been expressing. But there was no proper occasion to convey our collective opinion to the innocent IM leadership. I do not know, because it was not known to me whether the Chief Minister has expressed the opinion of the core committee or not. That is yet to be known. Anyway, the general public opinion is this crystal clear that they want a solution. Earlier, the better. That is, and then we are the people's elected representatives. We have to reflect the people's opinion in our action. When the constitution and flag is stated that it is not negotiable under the Government of India, then we should take it on the face value. We should take it seriously. If though it is not negotiable, then how about this option? Then how about this option? Options are kept open. And Amit Shah, on a number of occasions, he said that except flag and constitution, the doors are open. All the options are open. I think that word should be taken seriously. That is the position. I wanted to add another sentence. Naga people are fastly moving towards civilization and education. We have plenty of people who can be called as an intellectual section. Besides that, there are Chinese people, Chinese Naga people, who are concerned about the delay of Naga political settlement. And society cannot be arrested when it is growing by nature in itself. Please don't arrest our generation. That is the slogan of today. The society should grow. It should be allowed to grow. But why you are arresting it? You cannot open any business unless economy is strong. Society cannot be grown healthily. We are focusing on the economy. You look at the condition of the parents of the Nagas to fit your children for a better academic institution. The earning, and then the extortion committed by our so-called underground organization. Of course, they are not that underground today. That's why I'm using that the so-called. But we used to call them underground during 60s till early 70s, underground people. There is a slang term, underground, like that. In our language, we call them differently. But in English, we call them underground like that. But these days, there are no more underground.
Nagaland TV, Sob Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 994 in Global Chapter, and Kohima and Mokokchung viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter.